Hello and welcome. This is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more RimWorld, returning to a no-hope playthrough. And we now have 4 colonists. Frey joining us recently, although I did do my best to try and kill her as soon as she joined us, because the pirates that followed her threw some grenades at her and shredded her up pretty good, but she doesn't have any lasting health effects to that. And now that we have this new character, I think it's about time that we rename her. And considering that she's good at crafting, I think I'm going to rename her R2-D2. So we have the 4 starting members of the Star Wars films. We have C-3PO, R2-D2, the 2 droids, and we have Luke Skywalker and old Ben Kenobi as well. All right, so with that in mind, we have 4 colonists, but we do not have 4 beds. So, as a matter of fact, I do not have a weapon for you, do I? Because she did get knocked down, so I think we had her with a sniper rifle, so I'll go ahead and equip that now. But as I was saying, we don't have 4 bedrooms, so first off, let's go ahead and turn off the medical bed here. And I think I would like to build another bedroom, and while we're at it, we might as well extend the hallway. So, taking a look at things, we have a fair amount of limestone, which I already have selected, and also I'd like to make the door out of steel here once we extend the hallway. So it looks like 4 across here, as far as the width is what we're going for. So if we do that, and 3, 4, that should be good. It looks like we actually have it pretty square here, so all we have to do is that, and then we can switch over, get our steel door. So the idea here is we're going to extend the hallway, and once this is all walled off and roofed in, we can dismantle this area and bring the hallway on up. Do we have enough wood for a wooden door? No, we don't. So that's kind of a problem here. Well, we have other materials, stone for instance. So why don't I use a slate block to make the door? How are our trees coming along? 39% grown. So we still have a long way to go as far as our trees go to get wood. And all of the wood-bearing plants all died for some reason. I don't know if it was the warm temperatures or what, but we had a lot of cacti and trees when I first spawned in that, I guess we have some trees over here and some cacti over here, but all the ones that spawn nearby our little living space have since died, and I don't really know why that happens sometimes. But it is kind of tricky to get things made out of wood. Oh, I did want to eventually chop this wood bed down and replace it with the stone one. We only have a few hours left in the day, so I think we hold off on that. We still have some hauling to do because I missed one of the pirates that attacked and unforbidding them so that they could be stripped and put over in the dead body pile. And it looks like my supply room is starting to get rather full, so we're going to either have to put another supply room in somewhere, or I'm going to have to start getting rid of some of the junk that's in here. Now, I don't remember. I think for some parts you can dismantle them in the smelting. Does cremation get rid of, like, old clothes and things? I'm trying to remember. It's been a little while. As a matter of fact, what I think I'm going to do here is I'm going to switch over to the electric smelting, because I think that might actually be more useful now. And just to make sure we don't have Luke researching too long, because this should be his bedtime at this point. Yeah, okay. So maybe I told him to prioritize that. And we have our 4th chair being built. Ooh, cargo pods. Let's jump to that. What do we have here? Plate blocks. Oh, well, that's helpful. We'll go ahead and unforbid that. And they shouldn't deteriorate. So that's a lot of stone. That's going to really help for construction purposes. And, hey, we have stuff to construct over here. So that's good to see. I don't know if we have enough room over here in our storage, although I can always expand the storage a little bit. I guess we might as well speed up during the night. As a matter of fact, why don't I go ahead and do that now? So I think that's a stockpile zone. And I'll put it in right about there. And then click that. We'll copy the settings, then paste the settings. There should only be the stone blocks that are going in there. I'm a little bit concerned that this slows down walking speed as people are coming through here to do things, but we might not need to do stone cutting for a while, so I think I'm going to suspend... Oh, I already have suspended the bill, so that's good. And we are running a little low on steel, so I am also going to continue to mine here. And taking a look at the work, I think I'm pretty happy with what we have set up here. And we're going to continue to have C-3PO be our main miner, even though, I don't know, is our new colonist R2-D2 better at that? Mining? No. I mean, honestly, maybe by a little bit. It looks like our steel vein is actually running out here, so this does not indeed go through. So I'm going to have to look for another place to get our steel from. And looking around the map, I'd like to do that nearby where we are, obviously. But the steel's over here. I could just dig through here anyway, because it's not that far away. Yeah, you know what? Why don't we do that? I'm going to go ahead and put in orders here. And I'm just going to try and dig through. If anything, it gives us a doorway through the mountain that might be useful. So I'll do a couple through for now, and we'll just kind of work our way through. Okay, so Luke's working on research, which helps us. And we're done with the construction over here, so I'm going to go ahead and deconstruct these two things. And we have a lot of stone, so we can go ahead and work on the flooring here. Now, ideally, I'm going to keep the floor sandstone for this area to keep it the same. But I might make this slate, because we have a lot of slate, and I don't think we have that much sandstone. I'd have to cut for it. We'll do that for now. And then we'll switch over to slate for just this particular bedroom. And again, our night is running out here, so looks like we're going to have to wait another day to get our bed situation under control. Our shield user has a ranged weapon. Who is that? Okay, so R2-D2 has a shield. We don't want that, so I'm going to tell them drop the personal shield. And then what I need to do is unforbid it, have it go into the storage, but once it gets into the storage, I'm going to have to forbid it, so nobody wears it. Okay. Forbid it. I think that's how that works, if I remember correctly. That should prevent them from wearing it. Because we all have ranged weapons. Oh, crap. Got a flash storm. Causes massive fires. Now, there's not a lot of vegetation, but we could lose our orchard here. Well, I don't know if it's really an orchard, but trees. We could lose our tree farm. We could lose our crops, too. I don't want a lightning strike hitting any of those things. As a matter of fact, speak of the devil. We're going to have to wake people up here. As a matter of fact, it might not be part of the home area. That's one thing that's kind of frustrating with... Oh, no, it is part of the home area. So I probably just need to undraft him. Get off of that. Undraft. Fight fire. You're nearby. Fight fire. Our corn crop just... We're going to have a hard time keeping it. Oh, that's not good. Go back to bed. We got stuff on fire. I'm going to be looking around to make sure anything else doesn't get caught on fire. Alright, it's over. That was the worst of it. Our corn crop got caught a little bit on fire there, and one of our power lines got caught on fire, but nothing lasting damage-wise. Okay, manhunter pack. This could be bad for us. A pack of man-eating wild boars have entered the area. They will roam the region, hunting for humanoid flesh. They can't pass doors, so stay behind. Okay, yeah. Let's see where they are. I see 2. Oh, no, there's a lot more than 2. All right, so ideally what you want to do in these situations is keep people that you don't want to have fighting indoors. That way the animals won't come after specifically them. The only problem is if I do that, I don't think we'll have a lot of jobs to do. But I am going to do that for now. So first, let's start with the animals. They're already restricted in Animal Area 1. As a matter of fact, I do want to draw out some of these zones. So let's do that now while I'm thinking about it. So Animal Area 1 is going to be all of that and some of that. Okay. And then Area 1, same thing. Do all this indoor area. Okay, so go back to the restrictions. So for sure, Old Ben and I think C-3PO are going to be restricted. Although C-3PO does have a weapon, she's not a very good shot. And I'll keep R2-D2 and Jedi, or Luke. And matter of fact, you know what? I'm really getting sick of that. I'm just going to rename him to Luke, because that is kind of confusing. It makes sense as far as his nickname goes, but it's just going to be Luke. There we go. I'll stop calling him the wrong thing. All right. And this is happening in the early morning, so let's just see what these things do, because sometimes I don't trust it when it says that they won't come after you when you're behind closed doors. We do have the turrets out there, but we might lose the turrets if we're not lucky. So I will try. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to wake up Luke here, at the very least. So let's draft him, bring him out. I would bring out R2-D2 too, but I don't want to have to pay attention to 2 colonists again and possibly lose one. All right. First off, I'm gonna slow down time here. Okay, now we're gonna run the heck away. Let the turrets do some work here. Yeah, I was a little bit afraid of the steel door being a little slow. But I think we got out of there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the door so they don't batter it down. I'm going to come over here. Okay, we knocked that one down, fortunately. Oh, crap. I think they knocked down that one turret. I think I just lost both my, all 3 of my turrets, which is bad. Okay, I'm gonna have to run again. These guys are coming on at me. All right. Go through this door. All right, this is turning into a mess. I mean, we're going to have a lot of food out of this, but we just lost 2 of our 3 turrets. There's only a couple of them left. Come on, shoot him. There we go. There we go. All right. There might be one alive. There we go. Right here. Then Luke's going to have to All right. We have an escape pod too. There's a lot of stuff going on right at the same time here. So what I'm going to do is I am going to first off go to the restrictions and put these guys back on unrestricted so that they can go out and about. Then I'm going to fire at the boar here. Okay. Now that's done. Oh, wow. Okay, so turrets are not in the best shape right now. Okay, so Luke, you're going to be undrafted. And I'm going to turn this into a medical bed and have him go there. Old Ben should be waking up soon. And I will treat. I will not use medicine, though, because these are not serious injuries. And I do not want to waste what little medicine we have on non-serious injuries. Even though Luke is potentially the most important. I am going to just wake him up now. Alright, so we're going to have a lot of boar meat coming in. That's going to be good for food purposes, as we may have been running a little bit short there. And, okay, oh, escape pod. I forgot all about it. Jump to location. So, this person probably will die. Let's take a look at him, though. Alright, incapable of intellectual and artistic. They're a nudist, very neurotic, and a pessimist. Screw him, let him die. I will strip him, though. I just don't think that I have much of a chance of saving this guy, first off, is one of the reasons why I'm doing it. I mean, I guess they're not bleeding out too badly. But they are pretty hurt, and I just don't know if I have the resources to take care of that person right now. Alright, but once old Ben's done what he's doing, we, okay, so we didn't get to any steel here, so what I'm going to do is mine through this way or mine through a different way? I'm going to mine through like that, and then over a little bit. We'll see if we get to the steel that way. Alright, I am also going to have to replace the turret here. So we're going to haul. I definitely need to improve the defenses beyond what they are right now. And we don't have enough steel to even rebuild them right now. So that's bad. That's why we need to get on the smelting, because that will help get steel if we can't mine it. Although we do have possibly a big vein here. Ooh, cargo pods. Hopefully this is good. It is meat. Okay. That's useful. We definitely need the food. Alright, well. Maybe what happened there wasn't ideal. Those main outer packs can be really hard to deal with, especially when you don't have your defensive set up. If I have my defenses set up a little bit better in the future, things walled off, traps set up, things like that won't be as dangerous, but right now it is because we have a lot of openings for them to run in like that. Okay, so it's a birthday for R2-D2. She is 75 years old. Isn't that what that said? Yeah, 75. Good for her. Oh. Huh. Okay. That's not necessarily a good thing. Let's take a look at bad back here. That's the cost of picking up somebody that is that advanced in age. Alright, so we've repaired some of the damage here. I might as well build one of the turrets. This one's going to be the more important one. So we'll rebuild that. But steel is very... Okay, finally we get to the vein. Alright, so what I'm going to do is just start ordering the mining of the steel. And just as a precaution, I'm thinking about putting a door in here. So what do we have plenty of stone-wise? I guess slate will work. And it will fit the cave as well, because this is slated, is it not? Yeah, it is. Also, we're going to need to haul that at some point. So it's not blocking the way. Alright, well, hopefully Luke gets better here. And he just has the one scratch left. Alright, so he's fully healed. He can move around. We're going to need him to cook. He's going to get on. And R2-D2 can also cook, so we're having him butcher and her cook. Now that we have all that meat. That's one good thing about the mad animals, is that it gives you tons of food, usually. The downside is that it can wreak havoc, especially if they're more dangerous animals. Okay, a psychic drone. Male gender, well, that's half of our colonists. Let's see how bad it is. It's a medium, so we'll have to see how that affects people. It shouldn't affect Luke all that much, but old Ben, maybe. Alright, let's get back onto mining here. So, all of this should be steel here. And technically, I think all that is steel. So, we'll go ahead and queue that as well. But it's another night, and we'll be fast-forwarding here. Okay, a breakdown in one of our batteries. I mean, that is what it is. It sucks, but there are worse things that can happen. And it also would be nice to get this bedroom up and running, so let's start working on that. So we're going to need a light source, and then I guess we'll make it out of maybe limestone here to match the walls. So those slate are the floors. Stick that over there. And we'll have ourselves another bed, and we can get rid of this. We have all day to construct it, so hopefully they get on that. Now, I'm not too worried about components, although we are losing some. We do have stuff we could mine to get more nearby. And also, we haven't really needed them all that much. But eventually that may be a problem. Did I just roof that in? I mean, I didn't really need to roof it in, but okay, I'll take it. Okay, so old Ben's going to finish off the bed, and then I'm going to go ahead and deconstruct this bed. Okay, there we go. And if we have enough time, I figure we might as well dismantle this bed. What is this wall made out of? Marble. Okay, so that's why it's not being repaired. All right. Well, let's go ahead and deconstruct this, and we'll build another bed in here. And get the wood back. Okay. I'm going to try not to break through right now. But we do have the wall in place. Oh, I need to haul that. Okay, so we have that deconstructed. Ooh, I'm going to have to move quickly here, as I only have 4 hours to go. So back to furniture. And limestone will be fine enough. Switch this around, and we'll put it right there. So hopefully we get old Ben on that soon. No. You, prioritize this, my friend. Oh, R2D2 is already doing that. I'm surprised old Ben's cooking. He's terrible at cooking, so why is he doing that? Not terrible at cooking? Where is he on the cooking scale? I mean, he's got a 2, and that's the worst in the colony. Turn him off. Do something else, my friend. Just about anybody else in the colony would be a better fit than you. No. Can you finish it, please? So C-3PO has somewhere to sleep? I mean, that was just a matter of, like, seconds. Well, hours in the game, though. Alright. Draft on draft. Gonna be unhappy. But... oh well. Well, Ben, what are you doing? Oh. That's what you're doing. Sorry. Missed that. Alright, now we got everybody a bedroom and a bed. We're much better off now. Okay, an iguana self-tamed. Come to location. I don't think iguanas are going to be good for much of anything other than some food, so slaughter that. Alright, well. We're still in winter time. And as far as temperature goes, it is on the cool end of things, but it's not too bad. Inside, we're keeping a nice warm temperature. Granted, even with 2 heaters, that's not that warm, is it? Okay, well, we killed the iguana. That's gonna give us more food to work with. And Luke has tattered apparel at this point, so let's take a look at what he's got. So, going to be his armored vest that is the down point. Oh, okay, well that's a good quality armor vest. Well, I don't know quality-wise, but yeah, that's good. Why don't we go ahead and tell him to force wear that. That should take care of the tattered garb. We actually have a lot of armor. And again, our storage is starting to run out here. So, before we get too far... As a matter of fact, I don't have any of this floored off, do I? That's bad. I think insects can break in if you don't take care of that kind of stuff. But you know what? I think this is a good point to go ahead and put a cut in the video. That's something I'm going to work towards here is flooring this off. And then probably extending it out. So we've got a nice pathway here. Probably too wide to get through. And I did state earlier that it wouldn't be a bad idea to maybe even extend the storage up into here. So eventually we might even do that. As a matter of fact, I might do it now. You just bring this on up, knock this wall down, put a wall here to wall it off, and then just connect all this stuff. Then again, I might not. I'm not really sure. I'll have to think about it. In any case, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.